Angeles. I'm back with another video. This red and black State has a message to Blackheart. Calling you out again, Blackheart. Where are you? I'm calling you out. Because you're not showing up in my comments or my live stream? You never made your move. I'm calling you out now. Face to face. You and me, one on one. Where are you? Still calling you out. Even though I called you out last time. You didn't show. Why? Because you're intimidated. You're scared. You face me. The best in the world, the best there ever was. Me. Because you're scared to make a video. It's still your move. The balls is in your court, Blackheart. You're just scared to make a video to proving how awesome you are. You think you're the most best in the world, the best there ever was? No. And you think you're the most badass guy on the planet? No, 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 no. This is how it goes. I is the most best in the world, the best there ever was. I destroyed people's YouTube channels. I took over them. Even everybody's. Even Bliss. The whole analysis, I took over their YouTube channels. And you see why in a minute. Because I made a video of proving how badass I was back in the day before even you were born. So this is the last time I'm calling you out, Blackheart. You'll move. And on that note, roll the footage!
How it always starts, right? Look at my eyes. What do you see? You know what I see? Lies. Why do you lie to? You lie to your fans. You lie to your friends. You lie to yourself. And now I have yours. So, you're the one behind all this. Ding ding! We have a. You know what I love about masks? They're so easy to make. They can be made out of anything or anyone. So you can never really tell who's being real or fake. Why? Why be ashamed of who you are? Why hide behind a mask? You've already shown them what you look like. There are no rules, no limits.
Oh my, you look like you came from an old Fall Out Boy song.
Excuse me. The Amulet of Animus. I'm sure you've got it lying around here somewhere. I know you have that book that made Blissy go wacko jacko. No thanks to her that I've been on a sharper edge, if you will.
Besides, most of it is about birds.
Birds?
I like birds.
Whatever.
Tauntaun, dear.
The following review is sponsored by Pokemon Go for those who want to go hunting for a rare Pokemon and like having a dead phone 15 miles away from home. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be?
You did what? Exactly. And you know what they're there for? To infect. I've linked my way through so many different accounts and emails that with just the flip of a switch, I can control everything.
Hello, everybody. My name is Robin0928. Welcome back to my...
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go check the channel. Oh. Oh god.
And thanks to the little boost from BronyCon, from Goldilocks, and from all of these people, this amulet is at critical mass. So with this, the virus, the connections, and all of this power, I'm gonna delete everyone. You match that bad, Toonie? You got it. You win, you get the channel back, and I leave. But if I win, then I'm taking everything down with me. Everyone will be deleted. I'll be the only true reviewer left standing, and you retire. See you at SummerSlam. And here's my message. I am cartoons. I am the best in the world at what I do. And whether you like me or whether you hate me, I will exist forever.
How Hello, Goldie Fox. Now, I wouldn't struggle against that kind of rope, Goldie. There's no use struggling. The ropes are tight and the tape has the strongest quality, so get comfortable. Oh, you know this one. I'm sure you should. These bring up a lot of memories. There's a lot to spill out of you. Until then, enjoy yourself. So, now that that's done, how do you feel now, Golden? You look like you have some things to say.
You motherfucker! When I break out of these ropes, I'm gonna grind your face into the pavement and shove those Kanye West glasses so far up your ass, you'll be coughing them out within the next hour. What's so fucking funny?
Such language. We're live, Goldie. Live to all your adoring fans. Oh, you're so entertaining when you're mad and upset. It's adorable, really. It's the kind of side of you that no one else likes to see, but I love it. I know as well as you know why you get so mad so easily. You have no control over your emotions, just like you have no control over something else.
Like what?
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. But first, explain your hatred on this movie. You didn't talk about it as much, so why don't let out all rage? If you can do that, then you're free to go. Simple as that.
This movie is fucking dog shit. It reeks all over cinemas and has the most bland and uncreative ideas. The plot is boring high school drama that's been around since Saved by the Bell. The characters are despicable, especially Alvin. The story and its journey is extremely predictable. And what's more frustrating is that there are too many separate plot threads that weren't handled as much. Theodore's Spirit Eagles? Pointless filler. Toby's personal crush on some girl he remembers? Pointless filler. Dave's injury and his idiotic sense of sending them to school? Pointless filler. The chimp had screen time of having the same treatment as Alvin did in the first movie? Pointless fucking filler. This movie is carelessly formulated to watch. Nothing is engaging, nothing is compelling, it's so predictable that the moment you fall asleep and wake up near the end of the film, you can already pick up the pieces with no tension or any sense of delight of what's happened. The musical numbers are nothing more than cover songs of modern pop music with voices sped up so high for the sake of making cover songs. It's as every bit as lazy as using the same goddamn pose of Alvin on every poster. Say what you will about the 80s generation, but at least the songs in the Chipmunk Adventure were actually worth giving a damn about. They set the mood very well and provided something called emotions, like My Mother, and not have a random cover song for the sake of being a part of popular culture. Hell, that entire movie is what I would rather recommend to kids, since it has a sense of adventure and escapism, as the movie is rightfully titled, and not set it into a mundane suburban area that this fucking garbage does these days. And worst of all, it interfered with the potential new age for Disney with toon animation. It outgrows The Princess and the Frog, leaving a wrong impression to Disney, and thus making future changes. Remember Tangled? It used to be Rapunzel, and it was an experiment on making a CG animated movie that would have a hand-drawn look to it. Remember Frozen? That was originally going to be Snow Queen and was also going to be hand-drawn. Disney had the plan of making 2D and 3D coexist together, as they were released bi-yearly, one 2D and another year 3D. This would have happened, but it didn't, and this movie is to blame. There's nothing good about this movie other than the animation of the Chipmunks. And I've seen better CG animated films like How to Train Your Dragon and Toy Story 3. There's movies that are just plain bad and stupid. There are ones that are so bad that they have their own sense of charm to entertain viewers. And then there's movies that are just a bad influence, and this movie is the perfect example. This movie is nothing more than a cash grab with no passion or talent. It was the ruiner of future cinema, and I'll never forgive 20th Century Fox for this commitment as long as I live.
And the truth shall set you free. What a show we have here. Oh, I know I was right in the end. You've shown your true colors.
What true colors?
Well, first, let me share my piece. Now, I'm not going to try to defend this movie because I'm sure if we would be talking about the first movie, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. It's like the first Transformers movie. The first isn't too bad, but it doesn't get any better from there. I had little to no hopes for this movie myself, but you have to understand something. The Chipmunks are here for one reason and one reason only, and that's because of the universal language of cha-ching, cha-ching, money. They are here to sell merch and bring in the kiddies because it's easy to pander to kiddies. Sure, a lot of people are going to hate it, but their kids won't because they're too stupid to understand how incredibly lame this movie franchise has turned into. They won't know their mistake till after the fact, after they bought their ticket, and while it's a shitty tactic, it delivers results. The music, yeah, it's crap,
but so is most of the music we have today. Don't give me any of that back in my day bullshit, because with the music it wraps up the entire franchise in 3 words: low effort content. Anyone can pitch up a song and make that a chipmunk version on YouTube. You can hire literally anyone to be a voice for the chipmunks as long as it's pitched up. You could get Arnold Schwarzenegger and no one would notice. You sprinkle on some cameos from people, you get a story idea that kids can follow. Foxy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, you have every right to hate this movie because it's a Chipmunks movie. What I care about is that it killed 2D animation from Disney. That's what you said, right? One, it's Disney. Do you seriously think Disney would let a Chipmunks movie that is not even a tenth of what they could do on their worst day stop them? Is it really the fault of the movie that The Princess and the Frog didn't reach the success as you and Disney have expected? Are you sure that it wasn't Avatar or the other movies? Are you sure it wasn't the lack of marketing Disney should have used on The Princess and the Frog? Yeah, Disney didn't advertise the movie that much, and that was a mistake from them. Whatever is advertised is what grabs the audience the most, and the sequel in Avatar did just that. And what Disney had learned from that result came Tangled. As if I may recall, the movie was marketed as a comedy. Since you know that audiences look for animated movies that are comedy-based, it's the norm of what grabs their attention, and Disney knew that. Did you honestly think that a movie with princess on the title would grab their attention? They would just think it's a girls' movie, and not something that would seek their interest anyway. Disney was doomed from the start. So do you really blame the sequel, or are you just mad that 2D in general never returned successfully? I didn't think so. And ever since then, you delved away from reviewing movies through 2011. The same year, you joined the Brony fandom. And what's more, you posted rants about movies at the same time period on DeviantArt, including the Academy Awards. Oh, the awards! What did they do? Yes, because the awards are clearly important. That's why there are like 700 different awards and everyone's opinion doesn't fucking matter. Perhaps another movie has done something more damaging to you. Another bad memory, Goldie? Something you've avoided that you don't want to talk about. Something you regret, like that silly rant about Rainbow Rocks, where you explained why you skipped it after what the IDW team said. Boy, everything about you is spiraling downhill like a certain milkshake.
Shut the fuck up. You're all hype. You and your hashtags and your self-entitlement. TK is twice the man you are. He wouldn't act nearly as this selfish as you are. You're just a show-off, an egocentrical pack of hot air who just wants
Blah,
attention.
blah, blah. Your point being, when this video's over, you're gonna be singing a different tune. You're gonna be on your knees. I'm at least producing consistent, quality content.
You don't know quality content. You wouldn't know it if it smacked it upside your head with that stupid cap of yours. Oh, by the way, you make Alvin look modest.
Ooh, such sass. I like it. Speaking of which, your hatred on IDW and why you chose to not read the comics, oh, that adds up very nicely. I mean, poor Goldie, you didn't get your wish list fulfilled. You never got to see Chrysalis return or get a Celestia Luna episode. The comics did it, and you didn't want to spend the effort. Really? You only relied on the show instead, and even when you did get something fulfilled, it was bittersweet. Like Newbie Dash. Oh, I remember how you reacted to Newbie Dash, just like Toonie. Hating the episode because of one scene. Even after that, you were still angry at what the episode showed. As I heard, it's now become your most hated episode of the series now. Is it really because it didn't live up to what you envisioned after all these years of watching the show? Boo fucking who. It's all making sense now.
Shut the fuck up!
You keep telling me to shut up, pretty boy, or you gotta do something.
What the fuck?
That's what I thought. You need to understand this, Goldie. Times change, and you refuse to admit that. You're just mad because things didn't turn out the way you wanted it. And that's always your biggest flaw. It's always about what you want. And whenever they weren't what you expected, you sulk, you moan, you whine, you bitch, and you have your temper tantrum. That's what you've been doing all these years, having a temper tantrum. It's the truth, is it not? I'm sorry. Is this too emotional? Are you gonna cry? Besides, if Disney hadn't abandoned 2D animation, the company would have gone backwards instead of moving on. Marvel and Lucasfilms would have been in their hands. And ever since then, people love the Marvel movies and The Force Awakens. Speaking of Force Awakens, that wrecked Road Ship, the fourth Chipmunks movie, into pieces. Is that not good enough for you? Force Awakens was something bigger than 2D animation, yet you don't see that. Just what you want. This, folks, is where the godfather of reviewers and analysts has come from. Your selfish, self-entitled, always wanting things to go your way, even coming at the cost of your respect when a writer was threatened over a fictional character's portrayal. And no matter what you do with your current reviews, that's never going to change what you did in the past. You call yourself a reviewer now? A professional critic? You think you deserve all those subs now? And your reputation? You have a lot of explaining to do. You couldn't even confront with me just like when you were harassed in childhood. You're not good enough, and they'll never forgive you. Look at all that fire just die, and I hardly broke a sweat. You don't wear the pants in the Golden Key relationship, do you, Foxy? But you do wear her panties, don't you? I used to idolize you. You were the one who gave me my start. I was the student, and you were the teacher. Oh, how the tables have turned. And I'm just getting started. One down, and more to go.
I don't know what's more depressing to see here, the lack of focus on the main scenes at large, the destruction of the characters' original motives, or these ridiculous titles of this fucking apologize for her behavior. These scenes were pointless! Next time I see a movie that's perfectly, we had better be working on.
Toon? Is that you? Oh, I see. You're the negative side of Toon's personality. It had better be good, or you're going to see how much I've learned from my master. Tell me why you wanted to say hi. I mean, you're part of Toon. I shouldn't have to tell you why you showing up in my home out of nowhere warrants suspicion. I left. Oh, don't you dare bullshit me! We both know it was the other way around. How you were the one who made things fall apart between us.
But I ain't here about what ifs, and I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about you. So you just left then. Maybe that's a good thing. Why be that when you could be of better use?
Go to those who look up to him and make them feel better about who they are? Why would he choose to be this? Why would any part of him want to be this way when he can be so much more than that? You're afraid of becoming unnecessary, aren't you? That you'll disappear because Toon won't need you anymore. So you're making as much noise as you can to make sure no one ever forgets you exist. That's what you fear most, isn't it?
These people don't deserve Toon. Not after the same boring, monotonous shit he's been delivering.
It was you putting yourself everywhere you could. You're feeding off of it, aren't you? His sadness, pain, and fear as well. You may want to deny it, but I do know you just as much as I knew him. I knew that this was all part of who he is.
For the last time.
I forgave you, you know.
At least one of us did. Oh, Blissy, I'm home. Remember when I first came to be, it was all just a joke, a funny little gimmick. And then Blight came to trying to sell him. I really did. You need to hold on to this. I can't explain what it is, but Aeon gave it to me.
I don't care. You risked your life to save me from my dogger impulses. I did this to you. I have to fix this. Just tell me what to do. I can't, Toon! Toon! Toon?
Damn it.
It's not over yet, boy.
Dude, Twizzler lost his mind. Oh, snap. But this could prove to be a little entertaining. I've never seen him cause this much trouble before. Really now? That thing he has needs hate. Well, I get enough of that from just one rant alone. But this hate needs to be fresh. And he needs a steady supply of flowing hate. I can arrange that. Alright, Gizmo, I'm up.
Yo, Pastel, we gonna hang today, right?
Yeah, I'm excited. We haven't been free much lately, sis.
I know, I'm sorry, Sky. I've just been so busy working, but tonight is our gaming night.
Right. Busy.
Gordo!
Oh my.
Eh, don't worry, Sky. Gordo's just mad because he's gonna get crushed.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
Not this time.
First, I need you guys. See, Toon had like this mental breakdown or something, but his evil side is chill as fuck.
What?
Have you seen what he has done to Blissey?
To Golden?
To Ellie.
Yes, and I'm well aware. But let's be honest, guys. They're doing the right thing and being boring, and they're doing something wrong but having a blast. And as we all know, I'm a big fan of some troublemaker fun. Besides, better to stand with them than get knocked against them.
I'm
Well, as long as we don't get hurt, I'm in.
Well, this could be a little fun. I'm in.
I stand with cartoons.
I stand with cartoons.
I stand with cartoons.
I stand with cartoons.
We stand with cartoons. We stand with cartoons. We stand with cartoons.
He wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. I disagree. I'm just getting started. My message will spread far and wide, every little channel of these wannabe reviewers. Go ahead, check the others. I'm everywhere. And here's my message. I am cartoons. I am the best in the world at what I do. And whether you like me or whether you hate me, I will exist forever.
Should you be worried?
It'll probably blow over by the end of August.
Why that specific?
Just a hunch.
This should be fun. Oh, voicey.
Oh, sweet Celestia.
Voice Meister, brosip, potato chip, Poseidon.
What up?
Well, after that destruction of the English language, I think I just lost my college education.
Oh, it's not like you needed it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Horoscore, your playdate's here.
Ah, so you're the infamous cartoons that tried hacking our channel. We finally meet muzzle to muzzle.
Ah, finally, someone I can actually get along with. You have no idea what it's like dealing with these plebs and just walking over everyone. It's so boring. But no more of that. I get to meet someone of equal standing, sir, and I respect you.
Oh no, that's not how this works. See, unlike Bliss and Golden Fox, I'm not subject to your bullshit. That was the developmental stage. You're on my home turf, the main roster of villainy. I'm the OG alter ego, so learn your place, you static excuse for an evil half.
A bitch what? No. I broke Goldie in half. I made him cry. I took over Toon's channel and I broke him too. So, please enlighten me. What have you done? I've gotten shit done around here. I'm the real villain alter ego, baby. You were just the prototype. I'm the finished model.
Yeah, see, unlike you, I don't need to break someone in order to prove my villainy. Although, you might be a good test subject to show what I can really do.
Yeah, well, come on now. I was only joking. Come on, it's all good. Besides, it's what we do. What we do best. For how awesome we are. Imagine the alliance, though, you and I could have. We'd run this.
Oh, this is adorable. It's like Heath Slater trying to take on the Demon Kane.
You know what? I'll kick your ass in WWE 2K17 later. Point is, I think it's high time that the two greatest evil alter egos team up and do a review together. And since Raw and WWE, a subject both Tune and Voice are well acquainted with and experts on, how about something like...
Camp WWE.
Excuse me?
Well, your name is Cartoons. What, are you afraid of a little sophomore humor?
Oh, yeah? Well, come on. It's just stupid. I mean, no one likes that show.
Okay. You can always take a look at Final Deletion.
No. You know what? I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Fine. Camp WWE it is. The first episode. It's not going to be that bad, is it? Stupid. This was 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 fucking stupid.
I take it you didn't like it.
No. Oh, gee, what could have given you that implication, sir? This is garbage. This is some of the worst garbage I've seen in a long time.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were watching a Brickleberry reject.
Come on. WWE has done worse.
The sad thing about that's true, but this is one of the more recent bad ones. Yeah, I'm Cartoons. He's Horror Score. Friggin' Camp WWE. Camp WWE sucks.
That was alright. Okay, it's bad, but not the worst thing I've seen.
Okay, well, how is it okay for you? Because this bored me to death.
Oh, come on. Some of the references were amusing in the first episode.
Like
Hey,
what?
John. Oh, well, let's see. How about Steph trying to make everything about herself?
Eh?
Or how about Triple H's inflections? That was kind of funny.
Eh?
Or how about John Cena's goody two-shoes attitude to the point where it's unbearable?
Isn't that him on a daily basis?
Point taken. And, oh, my favorite part, Vince, quote-unquote, breaking both of his legs.
Okay, that part made me chuckle. I'll give you that. But still, this... I don't... Other than it being stupid, I don't know how to even classify this.
Well, I can classify something, particularly involving you.
What?
Well, I know something that the audience doesn't know.
Oh, come now see, we don't need to bring that into this. This is a review. I mean, we don't need to bring out silly background details.
You sure? Because it could be kind of entertaining.
How is okay, entertaining for you maybe, but not for me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll drop it.
Okay, good. I was about to say...
So anyway, I made it through the episode without complaining. Cartoons wanted to quit after 5 minutes.
Yeah, well... Fine, yeah, I wanted to quit, but I didn't tap out. At least I continued till the end, and I was grumbling and mumbling my way through it, but this didn't make me even, laugh. It made me chuckle once, but other than that, the first episode bored me. I'm sorry if it looks like I wanted to freaking quit. I'm surprised you didn't want to quit.
Again, I've dealt with much, much worse. Right? But come on, what do you thought of the stellar animation quality?
Oh, the stellar animation quality. Like I said, it's Brickleberry table scraps. The animation for this series looks like crap. I was told that Seth Green was working on the series, so I'm thinking, oh, snap! The animation quality for this must be great. But no, it looks worse than Robot Chicken's, the early Robot Chicken stuff, and that's saying something. I've noticed what this is. If anybody remembers, Muppet Babies or Tiny Toons, this is basically the Tiny Toons of WWE. And this further proves to me that not only is that trope stupid, but it should never cross over with WWE. So actually, for those that don't know, this is basically a WWE Summer Camp, but with kids, and Vince McMahon is the leader, and Vince McMahon is fucking psychotic. And you got some of the kids there, you got John Cena, you got Big Show, you got R-Truth, you got the Bella Twins, you have Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, you have Undertaker. Oh, don't get me started on Undertaker, I swear to fucking God. But the animation for this looks boring. It looks uninspired. It looks uncreative. I don't know who did it, but they must have been someone who got fired from Brickleberry. Like, hey, I only know how to do one thing, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna show you guys how to make a Brickleberry thingy. And yes, I know what Brickleberry is. It's boring, just like this.
Well, again, well, how about that stellar voice acting?
Oh, Academy Award winning fucking voice acting from everybody here. Especially Ric Flair. Especially Vince McMahon. Especially.
How much liquor do you think Ric Flair was taking while he was actually in the recording booth?
Oh, I'm sure he took a lot, because the audio editing for this series is fan-fucking-tastic. You can tell where they cut stuff. They probably made this in a freaking basement with Audacity and like a basic-ass freaking animation program, whatever you can get, Toon Boom or something, I don't know. But the voice acting for this series is very bland. I look at like John Cena's, at least they got him right, but he's an annoying little brat. And they got Undertaker, who is basically like the goth kid, but no, Undertaker should not look like that. I thought he would have been the serious one. The Bella Twins, I guess, they're snobby anyway, nobody cares. At least they got, I think, Steph and Tripp right, but you can tell they were just reading these lines. There is no emotion in them. It's about as bland as the freaking graphics for this. Graphics isn't a video game, I'd be surprised if it was. Bland as the animation for this.
Meh. Again, I've seen worse.
Okay, well, name me a few things that are worse than this.
Well, Brickleberry, as you mentioned.
Okay,
the
yeah.
Drawn Together movie. The movie. Let's see. Trying to think of the
I kind of
topic.
like that movie.
Well, up yours. Let's see. What's also worse than that? Rainbow Falls. The entire Friendship is Witchcraft catalog.
Oh, come on. I love Friendship is Witchcraft. When you're ripe with devastation, there's a simple explanation. You're a toy maker's creation, trapped inside a crystal ball.
What has worked by gypsy magic? Like the Newton cinnamon. Yeah, you see the comparisons there?
Yeah.
It's the same freaking song.
Yeah, well, it's still alright. It's alright. It's not the worst thing ever. I'll tell you right now, I'd rather watch the friggin' WWE Scooby-Doo movie again. At least I got something out of this. No, I did get something out of it.
I'm really excited for the second one, then.
Oh, yes. You can feel the enthusiasm in my voice on that one. Well, okay, what did you honestly think about this, like the animation and the voice acting? I'm sure you have a positive opinion of this.
Well, let's see. It's not Resident Evil bad voice acting.
Ugh. Yeah, that's some pretty legendarily bad voice acting right there, I'll give you that.
Okay, and animation, again, seen worse. Like, I've seen better lip syncing.
Oh, the lip syncing was lovely.
Let's see, yeah, didn't really have that much of an effect on me. I just saw it as meh.
The writing for this also, I might as well get the writing out of the way. If there was a canister that I could fill from all of the cringe and failed jokes and little animation errors I saw and just the overall mess that this thing was, if I had a canister, this thing would be filled up by the first 10 minutes of the episode. And I'm thinking to myself, why?
Well, technically 5, because you wanted to quit, like, very early.
The only reason I wanted to is because I thought to myself, what could I be doing right now? What would I rather be doing than watching this right now? Now, to be fair, we did give the second episode a chance. And granted, it was a bit better, but...
Yeah, it was a little bit better, I'll give it that.
There's only 5 episodes of this out right now, and quite frankly, I don't feel like looking at the others.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe if I'm bored,
Or
take a look at it.
Or if you have nothing better to do. I don't recommend this series. Now, Toon loves WWE to death. I love WWE to death. But this, there are many things that WWE has done wrong. This is one of them.
At least it's not Katie Vick.
At least, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I went there.
You can't get any worse than that. Honestly, that's messed up. But yeah, so the first episode is about how Cena is homesick, and apparently homesickness is a disease, and if everyone else gets homesick, they don't want to stay in camp. Okay.
That's dumb.
And the second episode, someone shaves off The Rock's eyebrow, and because he doesn't have his eyebrow, he becomes an idiot.
I thought that was kind of cute.
I thought that was at least interesting because that was The Rock. Granted, I didn't rage quit at all during the second episode because I'm just like, I'm waiting for this to be interesting. I'm waiting for this to get amusing. And it did at the very end. But actually, no. The one character I actually cared about throughout all this was Stone Cold.
Hells yeah.
I mean, Stone Cold was that little brat, and he was just running with it. He didn't see, like, the voice actor behind it didn't seem to care. And it's weird also, is it just me, or is it weird to hear Vince McMahon drop the F-bomb?
A little bit.
Or Ric Flair, or anyone else in this, because the swearing feels so forced.
Yeah. Although I have to admit, it is weird to see well, I know the whole thing about Ric Flair being a style profile and kiss stealing limousine riding son of a gun, but I don't think bear humping was part of that.
Yeah, no. These two episodes are filled with 3 times more misses than hits, and those hits are very far and few between. So, I don't know why you made me watch this. I felt like a part of my soul died watching this.
Well, one of the big things is, in terms of proving my villainy, it doesn't matter how much pain you can deal, it's how much pain you can receive. And, I hate to say it, but, you can't take a lot of pain.
You know what? I can take it, alright? I'm pretty sure that I could take it. There's a lot more that I could take. And besides, you think that I was like tapping out? Listen, I've just decided that a series like this is not worth my time. I would rather watch any WWE Network show other than this. I'm paying good money for this network, so I'm thinking there's a lot better stuff on there. I'd watch what's a show on there? Table 3. I'll watch Edge and Christian. That's a great show. I'll even watch Ride Along if I'm bored. But I will watch any other show on the network than this.
Even Total Divas?
Even Total Divas. At least with that, I can get something out of it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I am not touching another shitty WWE animated anything.
Oh, really? Because I hear this Surf's Up 2-Wave Mania might be a splash.
Now, you know what? You're not worth it anymore. You know what? I don't know why I even bothered coming here. At first I thought, hey, you know what? I might get you on my side because Blight frickin' rejected me. But you know what? No. You're not worth it. You're irrelevant, you're snobbish, and you're half the badass that I could be. So, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Well, I'll be damned. I guess I owe you that $50 after all.
And this is why no one messes with the orange and black attack.
Huh?
Wakey, wakey, Keister. You like what I've done with the place?
Hello, cartoons. Lovely to see you here.
Oh, why thank you. I'm glad to be here, and glad to be welcomed without hostility.
Why? You're just the personification of every YouTube commentator and anonymous asker on Tumblr. It's like trying to kill an ant with a slingshot.
Come now, Kiki, we needn't go into that. I'm just tuned, but better, footloose, and
applauding me. I was only following your advice about embracing who I am.
Obviously, your definition of embrace is different than mine. Now get out of here. I can at least clean up one of your messes.
Are you referring to this your boyfriend? Either way.
That was you who did that to Golden? You little MLG wannabe? Golden wouldn't leave his channel for a whole week!
Not my problem, he couldn't handle the truth. Ah, well, now I know who's the toughest out of the two of you.
Listen here, you... I'm sorry, sir, but the Brownie Gallery is now closed. It is high time for you to leave.
I should just aim line next.
You want to make your third mistake with me, you Toon Critic body snatcher?
You're forgetting I am Toon. Anything you do to me, you're doing to him. So I'd be careful with your magic on the merchandise, sweetheart.
Don't call me sweetheart, honey.
You know, I've never been up this close to you before. I always admired your eyes, as weird as that sounds. But up close, I can see right past the little glass mask you're wearing. The one you put on for people that you think don't notice.
I have no idea what you're going on about. I think all that Dorito dust finally got to your brain.
First off, it's Fritos. Second, you would know all about masks, wouldn't you? I know that you're as fragile as your little Goldilocks. That's probably why you enjoy spending more time with ANY. Haha, my, oh my, what a star of a harem anime you are.
Like that isn't anything I haven't heard before, Shutter Shades.
Who are you, Keyframe? Like, who are you really? You act like the Pinky of the group, all happy and jovial, making people smile and laugh, but you're not Pinky. You're you. Who are you?
I'm Keyframe, obviously.
Really? Well, Keyframe, like I said, I know all about masks. I know that everyone has one, and you, my little snowflake, are no exception. You think that a pony can just ride in and become the talk of the town with no reason? Face it. No matter all the hard work you put in, all the hours and projects you put atop yourself, there is still a you that you just can't get rid of, and that, at some point, will break through. I mean, I am like your big little brother, right? So I ask again, Key, who are you? I'll see myself out, sweetheart.
I'm someone who has work to do.
Toon? Why did you send me a Spencer's gift card? And what's with the glasses?
Ah, there you are, you tall glass of chocolate milk. How you doing?
Excuse me? Toon, did you hit your head on something?
Nope, and it's cartoons, Missy. Best in the world, MLG Supreme, Stallion of the Hour, too sweet to be sour. I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm kind of a big deal.
Cartoons. Okay, so apparently you're having a midlife crisis that I'm choosing to ignore for the sake of our friendship. What do you want?
Well, I got your attention, so mission accomplished. Then again, it wasn't that hard. Besides, I've heard quite a lot about you, Miss Kichi.
I swear those bodies were already there.
Oh, I don't care about that. Let's cut to the chase, sweet cheeks. I've seen your work. It's passable, I'd say. But I'm sure what you need is someone like me to really show you the ropes. Normally, I'd charge just so you can talk to me, but I think you're a special exception. Just think, with you at my side, you can get all the horse fame you want. I mean, Popular by Association does have a good ring to it.
Are you flirting with me? Like seriously? You know I have a boyfriend, right?
Oh yes, Mr. Controversy himself. I'm aware of your black and red Betty Bugaboo. No offense, but I think you can do better than that.
Urge to kill rising.
Now, there's no need to resort to that. You have so much to live for. Like me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. Don't think I'd waste it on anyone else.
Screw this, June. Call me when you don't have your head up your ass.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you you could leave. Oh, well, I didn't think this would be easy anyway. I would have assumed the subtle hints in the letter might have worked, but I like it when they play hard to get.
Huh, you seriously gonna let him get away with that?
No, it's fine. This is gonna be hilarious.
I'll make this as simple as I can for you. I'm the Willy Wonka of this community. So how about we skip the golden tickets and I'll take a tour of your chocolate factory. Oh yeah, she's totally into me.
Trust me, Jasper. I don't want to do this as much as you do. But we've ignored this problem for too long.
Should I have gotten the golf club?
This whole cartoons thing, it's time to stop.
If I was going to break you like I did with Goldilocks or Keyframe, I don't think I would, because you're not special.
See, here's the thing, Toonsy. We know you won't try to break us. After all, why would you want to harm your former idols?
Yep. You idolized us, broski.
He paid us back in gimmicks, the calling out other people in a feeble attempt to garner attention, causing even more drama, and resurrecting the tomahawk you should have kept buried.
To put it bluntly, Toons, you're nothing but a bunch of noise wrapped up in the whitest red and black OC ever made. Microphone dropped, end of story.
You know what? You're right. You both were right all along. Who am I to try and become the best of the world? Oh, I was so wrong. Here, let me just switch back to Toon. I'll turn this channel back. Here's the part that's gonna sting like a bitch. You inspired him to be the best. You were Toon's mentor, a big brother figure that he loved from day one. At you, he could never beat you. And this war is far, far from over. And when I win and I take over, you will be second fiddle to me. Look right in your eyes and I can see that you've been jealous of both of us now that we're here. Poor little Jasper, afraid of being left behind when we both move on to the bigger thing.
At least I can hold a relationship, you Ash Ketchum wannabe selfie-taking little bitch!
You're still going to lose.
You going to lose, cartoon? Lose it or to it?
We just want to leave you with one last little inside thing. I'll never abandon him, because somewhere under that Kanye West-coated little bastard is some form of one of my best friends.
I will make you pay. I will make you regret ever hurting my friends like that. Oh, trust me, that was just the prologue.
Let me go!
Sit back and don't think about interfering. One wrong move and I'll delete you first.
So, let's begin. Greetings, every people. This is your cult personality here, Toon Critics. The name and tunes are the name of my game.
Oh, what's good, amigos? Cartoons here.
Here it all ends, cartoons. No more tricks, no more games, no more delusions of grandeur, no... Well, I had a bit of help.
What are you... Ah, you big little pest! That's the book that Am gave me.
But Toon,
Do you trust me?
Yes.
What is... I have no choice. If I can't stop you, you'll do nothing but stop me for the rest of our lives, then this is the only way. It's finally...
Toon? You okay? Come on,
Where is he?
No. 2, no.
This book. I've seen it. Aeon. Did Aeon give him this book?
He wanted that stupid amulet.
You mean this?
Everyone, it's time for a magic lesson. I implore you to look at Golden Fox's curvaceous flank. He's dead, but not gone.
Feel him anywhere. If he was there, I'd hear him too, but I don't. Ugh! I have to focus. If I don't get this right, then I don't know what I'm going to turn into, what I'm going to end up as.
Right, you were. You crazy Pegasus.
Oh no. Your faces, I can't remember. I'm just kidding. Yay! Just
Bravo, bravo. That was a good video of what I did back in the day. A lot of damage, a lot of destroying. Well, I lost a couple stuff. I lost the fight here and there with everybody. They decided to save their own channels, and I lost against that. And yes, my other half, I kicked his ass too. But at the end, he kicked mine, and he won. But later on, I came back more stronger. So yeah, Blackheart, I'm calling you out. You better make that video, and I better see you manning up. So I'm calling you out one last time. Blackheart, your move, bro.